One moment, please.
You ready to put in the work?
Now what? Now what? Now what?
You want to be great?
Now what? Now what? Now what? Now what?
Don't be tied to Wi-Fi.
Where does he think he's going?
Anywhere he wants.
Visit any one of Innovative Solutions metro area locations and start enjoying the freedom of unlimited wireless connectivity. Now that's an innovative solution.
Your pet is your best friend, a member of your family. There's not a thing you wouldn't do for him. So when he needs veterinary care, give him the works. PetWorks Veterinary Hospital offers a variety of pet care services, including surgery, dentistry, radiology, grooming, boarding, and daycare. Visit PetWorks in the Regency Park Shopping Center so your best friend can receive the best care. PetWorks, caring hearts, caring hands.
My name is Nancy Champlin. I am the Executive Director and owner of Autism Concepts. The reason why someone would pick ACI is because of verbal behavior analysis. Verbal behavior analysis is it's teaching individuals to, just as we have a dialogue, to be speakers and listeners, to go back and forth. We want our kids to be able to, from the very beginning, to be able to communicate what their wants are. So again, we're teaching them to be listeners for our directions, but most importantly in the beginning, so we can decrease those problem behaviors, we teach them to be speakers. We teach them that there are power in the words that they say. There's power in the sign language, possibly, if I have a non-vocal child. And we also utilize augmentative communication devices. So every single day, everywhere the child goes, he knows that he can communicate his wants and needs. That's what verbal behavior analysis does. Looks at the motivation of the child, how it is that we can use a behavioral classification of language. So we don't just work on receptive and expressive vocabulary, we work on B.F. Skinner's verbal operants. We look at breaking language down into its functional units so that we can teach kids all of those functional units to act as, just as we're doing here today, to act as speakers and listeners. We have to be able to flow with that. And we have to teach our individuals on the spectrum to be able to flow with it as well. Our job is to make sure that we get our kids ready to acclimate into a school district environment because we know that children need to be learning in a group environment. The things that we do each day to incorporate verbal behavior analysis. Every individual, whether they're 2, whether they're 20, we start them off in the natural environment. We look to see what's very highly motivating for each one of these individuals, whether it be doing a craft or jumping on our trampoline or engaging with other peers in a conversation or a game or physical exercises. We look to see what's for that individual, what is highly motivating to them. This helps us to decrease problem behaviors. I always talk about making challenging behaviors irrelevant, inefficient, and ineffective. If individuals can get their needs and wants met, you see a big decrease in problem behavior. Data collection is very integral to what we do. Everything that we do, we can tell the parents and school districts, how many things that the child has learned to label, how many things that the child can request. We can let others know through our documentation, through our data collection, what it is that the child for that specific day and how long it took them to master that specific skill.
Are you ready to put in the work?
You want to be great? Use Perfect Jumper.
Your training routine needs the Perfect Jumper. You want development in shooting. It comes through concentration, execution, completion, all a part of your work with the Perfect Jumper. The Perfect Jumper decreases the diameter of the basket, which makes it more difficult to get the ball into the bucket. Not only does it reduce the diameter of the basket, it forces the shooter to develop an arc that goes over the front rim. The most shots that are missed from any given angle are missed by hitting the front rim. To make the shot with the Perfect Jumper, now the ball has to arc beyond the front rim. And that is the most important ingredient in developing a shooter. The ball has got to get over the front rim. And it isn't just the decrease in diameter that's important, it's the increase in the arc of the shot that the Perfect Jumper brings about. And it brings it about in a way that no other device has ever been able to do in all the history of basketball.
Attitude, dedication, hard work, and practice. Do you want to be good or do you want to be great?
You want to be great? Use Perfect Jumper.
Your training routine needs the Perfect Jumper. There's never been anything that aids in the development of shooting, in creating that necessary arc in the shot, as the Perfect Jumper. This product develops concentration. You have to see perfectjumper.com.
When I need to sharpen my skills, I use the Perfect Jumper. Are you ready to put in the work? Dedication, hard work, and practice. It's simple. You either make it or you don't. The time is now. Use the Perfect Jumper. You will improve.
The last 2 years, we've been using this equipment and have had great success with it.
Perfect Jumper puts you in a position to where you do the same thing over and over and over again, which is really critical for developing great shooters.
This thing right here, the PP2, this is unbelievable. you can set this up during a scrimmage, a live scrimmage, and have your guys play. Now you increase the opportunity for misses, which is not a bad thing with this, okay? What it does, it makes every player on your team realize that shot may not go in, so I better go rebound. And we led the Big 12 in offensive rebounding this year, and I think it's basically because we scrimmage every day with this thing on, and our guys expect a miss.
Well, obviously, if you shrink the rim, you know, kids have to be more consistent in making baskets. If the rim is smaller, that becomes more difficult.
This has made us a better team. And what I love about it is in a scrimmage, you can pop it on and pop it off. This thing right here, it matches up with the back of the rim. And so it's easy to see that. A manager can see that right away and just hop up there and put it on. And then you can jump up, you can throw a guy up and he'll push it out and take it right off the rim right away. So we can change. We have a minute water break. You can get a rim on and off on both ends and keep it going.
Anything that's going to cause those kids to realize that if they use proper form and they have their eye on the center of the target, they're going to get better.
We have a young man who's making 27% of his shots from the corner. The last 10 games of the season, he shot 56% from the corner.
What I really like is the baseline bomber and the free throw key, because what it does, it forces you. Even if you never took shots with an arc, with the flap being there, you got to shoot over it. But once that flap is removed, especially on the baseline bomber, your ball is pretty much centered all the time.
So this makes them focus and concentrate on getting the ball higher on the glass so that it gives them a better chance to make it, not get their shot blocked. The perfect jumper, the whole set line of products has helped our guys not just be better shooters, but also be better rebounders and better finishers. And so the product has a set of drills that you can do with it more than just sit out there and make shots.
When you shoot on this, it will make it smaller, but you will be better at shooting once you take it off.
It was kind of hard because you have to put more muscle into it and like more form into it, but it works really good and makes your form a lot better.
When I first tried it out, I wasn't doing so well. And then after using it and then taking it off, I saw that it improved my shot.
For beginner players, it helps you want to do it more. Yeah, it gives you more confidence.
If I use Perfect Jumper every day, I would have 100% confidence with every single shot that I take.
The Perfect Jumper, it made my shot a whole lot better, you know, because it makes the rim smaller, so when you take it off, it's like a guaranteed shot.
We came here to work with the kids and test the Perfect Jumper system in order to gauge the effectiveness of the units.
Perfect Jumper helped me a lot on my jump shot and my free throws. I improved a lot over the 3 days I've been working with it.
In working with a subsample of the kids here at Camp Mello, we found that before they worked with the Perfect Jumper system, they were averaging approximately 19% of their shots. By day 3, after they had worked with the Perfect Jumper system for an average of 40 minutes over that 3-day period, the same kids were averaging 29% of their shots, which is an overall increase of 10%.
Perfect Jumper has really improved my confidence because I'm usually a not shooter person. But now that I've used the Perfect Jumper, I'm ready to shoot anytime.
Any skill level, whether you can play or whether you can't play, whether you think you can play, anybody can use it.
It teaches you the correct fundamentals of shooting. You got to get arc on the ball, has to go over the top of the rim. Shooting using the baseline one, you got to use the correct trajectory, the correct arc on your shot. So I think using that over and over and over again, it's going to develop that repetition that you need to become a great shooter.
It helps your accuracy, it helps your arc. And every time you shoot without it, it's almost natural for you to shoot higher, for you to shoot with some arc on the basketball.
Well, now you can do this on your downtime. And I always tell players that what you can do with the Perfect Jumper, the Free Throw King, and the Baseline Bomber, you can take those in practice as long as you want to.
Perfect Jumper is perfect for shooting consistency. It was like throwing an egg into a pool. It's just guaranteed.
If you really want to be like the pros, then you should use Perfect Jumper.
pretty sure if I keep using that, then maybe I have a perfect jumper.
Aha! Come, follow me to Beach Palms Island!
Hi, my name is Daniel Farrell. I'm an orthopedic surgeon. We're discussing knee pain. This is the first of a series of a number of small videos talking about treatment for knee pain. This first question is, what specifically is arthritis and how does that affect you? I tell my patients arthritis is essentially a descriptive term of your knee. It's really just a lack of cartilage that's on the ends or the surface of the bone. This is a knee model that it shows pretty accurately your knee, and the shiny white part that is at the end of the femur bone and the end of the tibia bone here and the back side of the patella is cartilage. There are 3 to 4 millimeters of articular cartilage in a normal healthy knee. When the knee becomes symptomatic of arthritis, 2 to 4 millimeters of that cartilage is gone, whether it's from trauma or a rheumatoid arthritis or idiopathic arthritis that we call arthritis that we don't understand why it occurred. Sometimes it's your family history that has arthritis in it, and this is the reason why you have arthritis. One of the questions typically is asked is, what can I do about the arthritis that I have in my knee? Many things. It can be treated medically with different types of medicines, anti-inflammatories, analgesics, different types of bracings that can support the knee or unload one compartment of the knee that's arthritic. Different things that we can put in your shoe to help change the mechanical alignment of the knee is helpful occasionally. Short of some of the easier things to do, surgical procedures, either arthroscopically or different types of osteotomies or total knee replacement or partial knee replacement are the definitive treatments for osteoarthritis. Patients ask me, when is it bad enough where I really need something done? And that's completely a personal question that you have to answer. But typically when it affects your sleep at night, that you're awake at night, or you need narcotics to help you get through the day or actually sleep at night, or you're just not doing activities that you normally would do, for example, taking a walk after dinner, it's time to really seriously consider different treatment options for knee arthritis.
Hi, I'm Jeff with HepaCart. I'd like to tell you how we got started in this business. It wasn't that we just woke up one day and said, hey, let's build a HepaCart. Our other company, our sister company, TED Systems, we had a fire alarm job we were doing at a local children's hospital of testing all the duct detectors above the ceiling. A lot of moving around, up, down, in and out, and we had to have a containment cart. We looked through the industry, tried to find some things, Tried a couple of tent products with external negative air machines. They just didn't work. They were too cumbersome, too hard to move, took a long time. So with our field crew, we decided to make our own. We designed the HEPACART to fit through any 3.0 door that we could find, regardless of door hardware, rim exit devices, or mag locks. As you can see, it's also shorter than a hospital bed, so it'll fit into any elevator. It has 900-pound, non-marring, full swivel casters on all 4 corners, 2 of which on one end can be locked in so one person can push it straight down the hallway. One big advantage the HEPACART has is that the poles can be raised in a matter of seconds, about 15 seconds for one man. At the top, it's spring-loaded, so you put preload on the ceiling to protect your ceiling in case the cart has any movement in it. There's a foam seal around that gives you a nice tight seal so no air can leak through. It's got a negative air machine built into it, which means you don't have an external tube and another box that you have to haul around all the time. It's got a pre-filter in it that protects your HEPA filter, and it's got a variable speed blower, and up here's the variable speed control for it. Also, what you have in here are convenience outlets so you can plug in drills and lights and cords and everything when you're working in the ceiling, if whatever tools you might need. Got a cord reel, retractable cord reel, so when you go to plug this in outside, you don't have to carry around other extension cords. You just pull the cord out the side and plug it into the nearest outlet. This model has a toolbox shelf and a toolbox in it, so you can put tools in here and leave them in here, and this is bolted in, and you can get an optional lock on the door that will lock it up like a big gang box. This cart is shown with the optional window package. It has windows on each end and in the door. At the end, at the curtain, is a pass-through, allowing wire and material to be passed to the worker inside. For a complete list of the options, visit us at hepacart.com. Where HEPACART really excels over its other tent competitors is the ability to move it quickly and efficiently. All you have to do is lower the bellows a few inches, move it to your next point, raise it back up, and plug back in. Now remember, when you're moving it, all your tools and equipment are still inside. You don't have to drag everything out and move multiple pieces over and over. So that move from point to point for a single person is less than 90 seconds. That will save lots of money. HEPACARTs are rugged tools designed to protect productivity and patience. With their self-contained design, embedded negative air machine, and rugged exterior, they will get you in and out of your job quickly and safely. I hope this information has been helpful to you. If you have any other questions, please contact us. Thank you very much.
Welcome to Specialty Medical Systems. In today's healthcare environment, medical equipment repair needs are constantly changing. Specialty Medical Systems knows how critical it is for customers to keep their surgical and endoscopy equipment functioning properly. Since 1994, SMS has developed a winning formula: quality, service, and price, which has resulted in a 98% customer retention rate. SMS is a national service provider. Our corporate office is centrally located in Kansas City, Missouri, with a satellite office in Tampa, Florida. SMS serves over 700 customers from coast to coast and has become an industry-leading alternative to the original equipment manufacturer. We're dedicated to providing our customers with the best customer service and highest quality repairs. Our goal is to help every customer manage the repair process. SMS wants to help customers make educated decisions, thus maximizing their repair dollars. We encourage our customers to understand and evaluate all available options for repairing their device. SMS also offers OneSource Management. The exclusive OneSource Management tool, developed by SMS, provides customers with a solution to manage all of the repairs through a single website. For more details, visit spmedsys.com and click on the OneSource Management link. All repairs made by Specialty Medical Systems are performed under strict quality standards, using only quality parts and performed by master technicians. SMS provides repair for surgical instruments. We can provide either on-site van service, mail-in service, or in-facility repair labs. We also repair flexible endoscopes, rigid endoscopes, power equipment, video and camera equipment, and all types of video hardware. Let's take a look at Specialty Medical Systems' repair process. From the moment a repair is needed, SMS makes it easy for customers to simply pick up the phone.
Good morning, Specialty Medical Systems. This is Matthew. How may I help you?
Hi, yes, we have a flexible endoscope we need repaired.
Or make an online request for their equipment repair. Once SMS receives a repair request, a work order is created. Each piece is evaluated and diagnosed for repair. An estimate is then generated for customer approval. Upon approval, SMS begins the repair. If a customer needs loaner equipment while their device is being repaired, SMS can provide a quality substitute. Upon availability, loaner equipment is provided to our customers at no charge. Throughout the repair of a device, SMS provides their customers with real-time repair status reporting, which can be viewed online through our web access portal. Customer service is, of course, always available to update customers by phone and email as well. Repairs are monitored for quality the moment the work order is issued. If for some reason a repair does not go smoothly, SMS provides complaint handling protocol and welcomes customer feedback. Trust is built by how SMS handles every incident. We want to provide our customers with only the best device repair experience possible. The door is always open at SMS. Feel free to pay us a visit anytime. Our customers are so important to us and should always receive the best quality, service, and price, not just 2 out of 3. We also want to know what services we can improve upon or add to help customers manage their device repairs. SMS is more than just a service provider, so take a moment to check out the value-added services listed on our website, and don't hesitate to contact us with any questions or repair needs. Thank you.
Falling back again, I know what it means to feel this low. These hands that hide my eyes show me where to go. Through the cracks I could see this life you're giving me. Wipe away the shade of gray. This could be my perfect day. Breathing until I feel scared away. So close, so far away. This is my perfect day, and nothing will separate me from this love perfect. What you wish for, what you realize, there's a distance we can't compromise. What is given, what is taken away, it's out of our control. Forget about how you've been. Just take this moment in, letting go so I can be what you intend for me. Breathing until I feel scared away. Colors spring from all these things. We're all so close, so far away. This is my perfect day, and nothing will separate me from this love perfect.
Hi, we're the Harmon family, and this is Bailey. Bailey is 9 years old, and we live in the Lee Summit area. We're really excited about the possibility of having an accessible park in Lee Summit that is not only accessible for children with disabilities, but accessible for everybody.
This is Alexander. He was born with spina bifida. He's just turned a year old, and he's the greatest blessing in my life.
Through the cracks I could see this life you've given me. Wipe away the shade of gray. This could be my perfect day.
If I were able to talk to every person who made this park possible, thank you. It means that Alex can play and enjoy his life, that we can come to a place that we can also not have to worry about the equipment and not have to worry about him hurting himself, and that we can also just be part of the community.
Just take this moment in, letting go so I can be what you intend for me. Freedom to let this get away. Colors spring from all these things. We hold so close, so close, so far away. This is my perfect day, and nothing will separate me from this love perfect
Having a park like this is great for our son Matthew because he can come and play with his brothers and his friends and be included.
To feel a smile upon my face, taking me by surprise, perfect pretty to let this get away. Colors spring from all these things. We hold so close, so close, so far away. This is my perfect day. Nothing will separate me from this love perfect day. Freedom to let this go away. Freedom to let this go away. Freedom to let this go away. Freedom to let this go away.
with a commitment from you, you can make it happen for him. Thanks for your help.
Hi, I'm Andy with Andy's Pipe Dream Plumbing. Today we are going to show you how to service a tankless water heater. We recommend this every year, and we're going to go through step-by-step process so you can do this yourself, or if you don't want to, you can pay us to do it. Alright, so here's the first thing you're going to need is white distilled vinegar, and it doesn't matter what brand, but you need 2 gallons. Okay, so the second item you're going to need is a common pool pump that just has a regular hose thread connection. You can get these at almost any hardware store. The third thing you're going to need is 2 standard 60-inch washer hoses. This just makes the process easy by having the longer hoses. Number 4, you're going to need a common pair of channel locks. Just any adjustable wrench is going to work fine. Alright, so the last thing you need is 1 5-gallon bucket, and I'm going to have Chad walk through the service while I describe what he's doing. This is Chad. He's going to be walking us through the service today. First thing we're going to do is we're going to unplug the tankless water heater. Once we've got that unplugged, we're going to go ahead and we're going to shut the water off to the heater on both the ingoing and outgoing side of the heater. Okay, so the next step is we're going to want to go ahead and hook the hoses up. Now, not every single tankless water heater looks the same, but they all have a service point for you to be able to tie hoses to do it if they were installed properly, which we always do. Okay, so our next step is to go ahead and tie the hoses to the outlets, and then we're going to tie the cold side to the pump, and the hot side's just going to hang down into the bucket. Once he has these all snugged up, now we're going to go ahead, like I said, and tie the cold side to the pump. Okay, so next we'll go ahead and set the pump in the bucket, and then the hose that's connected to the hot side we'll just put in the bucket loose. And we'll go ahead and add our 2 gallons of vinegar to the bucket. The next step is we're going to go ahead and where the hoses connect, we're going to open the 2 valves on the drain side. The last step in our setup process is to go ahead and just plug in the pump. So why do we want to do this? The tankless water heater is a great device, but if you don't service it, you're not going to have it last very long. These should last about 20 years, but they'll last about 2 years if you don't do your yearly service. After about 2 to 3 years of not doing this, you're going to start to have trouble. When you do the service every year, we rarely see you. Once you've gone through the 30-minute cycle of just letting it pump through and getting it cleaned out, it's now time to go ahead and reverse the process and get it back into service. Reverse what we did earlier by unplugging the pump. The next step is to go ahead and shut off the 2 drain valves where the hoses are connected. We'll take our pliers and detach both hoses and just set them down into the bucket. We'll replace our drain caps, and we'll turn both the hot and cold water supply back on. The next step, we just want to go anywhere in the house and open the hot side of the faucet, let it run for about 5 minutes so we can flush all of the vinegar out of the system. The last step we have is, after we've flushed it out, plug it in. Alright, so when we install a tankless water heater, we usually recommend that you put a whole house filter in. This protects the heater in the long run, and usually it's something that we can go ahead and do each year when we service the water heater. We're going to go through step by step very quickly to show you how you can change your own filter. The first step in this process is to shut the water off before the filter. Now once you have the water all the way off, we can go anywhere in the house and open a cold water faucet and just let it drain down. So our next step is we're going to take the special filter wrench that comes with the filter system itself to remove the housing while holding a 5-gallon bucket underneath to catch any overflow that might be left in the system. Once you have it broke loose, you can pull your wrench off and untighten it by hand once you have the water drained out. Now we'll loosen this until the filter housing just drops in the bucket. That'll catch any water that's still in there and allow you easy access to change the filter membrane that's inside the housing. Now we're going to go ahead and we're going to dump this water out of here, and notice that the O-ring that seals it is over in his hand. You want to make sure you save that. And if you want to take a look at, just see how dirty this old filter is. Now a special note is there's still going to be a little bit of residual water in the pipe, so it's always handy. As you can see, he has a second bucket set up to go ahead and catch that water while he's doing his work. Once you've discarded the old filter, unwrap the new filter and place it in the canister. Once in the housing, replace the O-ring in the groove at the very top, and you're ready to hand tighten the filter back into place. Now we're going to hand tighten the filter housing back to the filter mount. Once it feels snug, we'll grab our filter wrench and just give it one good quarter turn tighten to make sure that we've got it all sealed up. The last step is we're going to slowly turn the water back on while checking for leaks. So this completes our demo on how to do a yearly service on a tankless water heater, and if you have a pre-filter, how to go ahead and change that at the same time as well. If you'd like to contact us, you can always go through our website at andyspipedream.com, and just know that we serve the Kansas City metro area and the Colorado Northern Front Range. Thank you.
What's your impression of the Kansas City music scene?
I believe the Kansas City music scene is thriving in an underground way. I think that it could use a little more advertisement and bolstering by local citizens.